At the school sports field, a player accidentally kicked the football out of bounds. The ball landed right next to a boy standing outside the field, but the boy misunderstood the player's intention, thinking he was giving him the football. So he picked up the ball and put it in his cart before leaving. The player complained to the coach, but the coach just smiled and didn't stop him. The seemingly not so bright boy was named Kennedy because he had an intellectual disability. He appeared rather foolish. He often pushed a cart around the streets and alleys. His only hobby was his love for all kinds of ball sports. But the next day, the boy was retaliated against by the players. They locked Kennedy in a warehouse. Then they kept throwing footballs at the warehouse door. They were endlessly amused, laughing mockingly. The coach noticed something was wrong and rushed over. When he opened the warehouse door, he saw Kennedy tied up, cowering in a corner, crying in fear. The coach quickly went to comfort him and helped untie the tape. But Kennedy, already terrified, fled in panic. To punish the players, the coach planned to increase their training load the next day. 2 days later, Kennedy came to the training field again with the football. The coach saw him and stopped him, wanting to apologize. Kennedy carefully handed the ball to the coach, but the coach didn't accept it and instead gave the ball to him. The coach had long noticed his love for football and wanted to invite him to be a coaching assistant. Kennedy didn't speak, just silently pushed his cart and walked away. The next day, Kennedy came to the field again to watch the game. The coach saw him and had the assistant coach bring him a bottle of water. He gradually began to feel the coach's kindness. After training, the coach invited him to his office. He hesitated for a moment but finally let down his guard and followed the coach in. In the office, Kennedy was very interested in an old radio in the room. Seeing that he liked it, the coach gave it to him. Gradually, Kennedy opened up and agreed to become his assistant coach. The first time he entered the field, the coach introduced him grandly to the players. Despite Kennedy's best efforts, the players still occasionally teased him. But Kennedy didn't hold grudges. Instead, he encouraged and consoled the players who bullied him. Soon, the official match began. Because the players were tense, they lost badly in the first half. Kennedy tried everything to help them relax, constantly encouraging them. Unexpectedly, they actually won the next match. After that match, Kennedy was named the best mascot of the field. But soon, a lot of harsh criticism followed. People said he was a fool, just a tool for the team to attract attention. But the coach didn't care. The next day, he still sent Kennedy home on time every day. The coach wanted to know more about him, so he found Kennedy's mother. His mother told him that Kennedy didn't have a disease. The doctor said he was just developing mentally at a slower pace. Although she worked every day, half of her time was spent worrying about where he was. She knew that people would take him away at the slightest excuse. Not long after, another football match was about to begin. But due to the overwhelming criticism, the school didn't recognize Kennedy's assistant coach status and didn't allow him to follow the team to the match. So Kennedy had to be left alone at school. But he didn't stay idle. Instead, he turned on the radio and waited until the match began. In the end, he followed the players through the radio, completing the match in the rain. After the match, the coach, to make up for not taking him to the game last time, treated him to his favorite burger and promised that he would be allowed to wear the team's jersey and enter the field with them in the next match. For Kennedy, nothing made him happier than